Magandang araw mga classmate. Ngayong araw ang pag-uusapan natin ay inscribed angle and its intercepted arcs. Based dun sa last lesson natin about circles, so again, pag sinabi nating inscribed angle as defined, so this is an angle whose vertex is on the circle and whose sides contain chords of the circle. Okay, consider natin yung illustration na meron tayo dito. So we have circle A, and based from the illustration, ang ating inscribed angle ay angle BCD. So kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayo ditong arc kung saan yung arc natin ay nasa interior ng ating inscribed angle. And then yung arc na tinutukoy ko, ang endpoint niya ay yung dalawang point kung saan nag-coincide yung side ng angle at yung circumference ng circle. So, ang tawag natin dito sa part na to ay intercepted arc. So, these are some examples of inscribed angles. Okay, so magkakaiba lang ang situation. So, yung unang figure, ito, we have circle A kung saan, if you will notice, the center of the circle is in the interior of the inscribed angle. Okay, so in this case, ang ating inscribed angle ay angle CDE at ang kanyang intercepted arc ay arc CE. Yung second figure natin, ang ating inscribed angle, so kung mapapansin nyo, this time, ang center is nasa exterior ng ating inscribed angle na angle DFE. At ang kanyang intercepted arc ay arc DE. So, sa third figure, so if you will notice, yung ating center ng circle, which is circle C, is part of the side of our inscribed angle. Kung saan ang ating inscribed angle ay angle HJI at ang kanyang intercepted arc ay arc HI. Okay, so let's just proceed with the different theorems on inscribed angle. Okay, so we're going to discuss 4. So yung una natin, if an angle inscribed in a circle, the measure of the angle equals 1/2 of its intercepted arc. Or, ito yung kabaliktaran. Measure of the intercepted arc is twice the measure of inscribed angle. Okay, so let us consider this illustration or figure. So we have circle A. So from circle A, we have angle or inscribed angle BOY. Then, we can also identify the intercepted arc of the angle, which is arc BY. So, as stated doon sa ating unang theorem, sabi dito, the measure of the angle is equal to 1/2 of its intercepted arc. Or, baliktarin natin. In this case, we have this intercepted arc BY is twice the measure of the inscribed angle. Okay. So, tandaan natin yung unang theorem. For our second theorem, so we have, it states that if two inscribed angles of a circle or congruent circles intercept congruent arcs or the same arc, then the angles or angles are congruent. Okay, so let us consider these two figure. So, yung unang figure natin, we have circle A. So, if you will notice, so we have two inscribed angle. So, yung una, we have angle SR or STR. Then, the other angle is angle SUR. So, if you will notice, yung ating dalawang inscribed angle, ang intercepted arc nila ay parehas na arc SR. So, if that's the case, so we can say that measure of angle STR is congruent to the measure of angle SUR. Okay, so dahil parehas naman ang kanilang intercepted arc. So, sa second figure natin, disclaimer lang, considering that all the figures are perfect figures. So, kasi kung mapapansin nyo, freehand lang yung pagkakagawa ko ng mga figures. So, just to illustrate what is the theorem all about. Okay, so yung ating circle B, so let's say ang ating arc CD, which is the intercepted arc of angle CGD, and arc EF, which is also the intercepted arc of angle EHF. So let's say they are congruent. Then we can say that the measure of angle CGD is also congruent to the measure of angle EHF. Okay. For our third theorem, so it states that if an inscribed angle of a circle intercepts a semicircle, then the angle is right angle. Okay, so let us consider this illustration. So let's say we have circle O. So from circle O, we can identify the inscribed angle, which is angle MEN. So yung ating angle, it intercepts arc MDN, wherein yung ating arc MDN is a semicircle. So if that's the case, automatically daw yung ating intercepted arc is a right angle. For our last theorem, so we have if a quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, then its opposite angles are supplementary. So balikan natin, ano ba yung supplementary? So ito yung dalawang angle na kapag pinag-add natin, ang sukat is equivalent to 180 degrees. Okay, so again, let us consider this illustration or figure. We have circle N. So we can identify easily kung ano yung mga opposite angles. So isang pair ng opposite angle, we have angle FAM. So kapag inad natin siya sa kanyang or measurement ng opposite angle niya, which is angle FEM, so sabi this is equal to 180 degrees. Same with the measurement of angle EFA. So this when this angle is added to the measurement of angle EMA, so that is also equivalent to 180 degrees. Okay, so let us try this example using or applying all the theorems that was mentioned a while ago. So unahin natin yung number 1. So find the measure of arc AI. So based from the illustration, we have circle M. So yung arc AI, so ito yon. So if you will notice, so this is the intercepted arc of the angle IDA, kung saan ang sukat niya is 60. So sabi sa first theorem, the measurement of the intercepted arc, so ibig sabihin yung ating arc AI is twice the measure of the inscribed angle. So in this case, ang ating inscribed angle is 60 degrees. So 2 times 60, the answer is 120 degrees. So ibig sabihin, ang sukat nito is 120 degrees. Okay. Para sa number 2, we have to find the measure of arc AD. Okay, so let us analyze the figure since if you will notice yung ating circle M is divided into 3 region or 3 arcs na meron tayo. So yung unang arc, ito yon yung nalagyan natin. we have arc AI. Then the other one, we have arc ID. So pareha silang may given na measurement. So ang nawawala na lang is yung measure nung arc AD. So another fact, we all know that the complete or the degree measure of a whole circle is equal to 360 degrees. So meaning to say, kapag pinag-add natin yung measurement ng arc AI plus measurement of arc ID plus measurement of arc AD, so dapat equivalent siya sa 360 degrees dahil it comprise a whole circle. So substitute na natin. So we have already measure of arc AI which is 120 degrees. Measure of arc ID which is 98 degrees. So missing natin yung arc AD. So equal to 360 degrees. So 120 plus 98, so this is equal to 218 degrees. Plus measure of arc AD. So applying the addition property of equality, so si 218 malilipat sa right side ng equation. So we have measure of arc AD. Okay, so siguro lipat natin yung solution dito. So we have measure of arc AD equals to 360 degrees minus 218 degrees. So kapag pinag-subtract natin yan, so ang matitira is we have 142 degrees. Okay. So ito na ngayon yung ating sagot dun sa second problem. For our third problem, we have to find again the measure of angle DAI. Okay, so ito yon. DAI. Okay, so balikan natin yung first theorem. So sabi natin, measure of the intercepted arc is this time 1/2 nung intercepted arc. So in this case, ang intercepted arc niya ay 98 degrees. So ang kalahati ng or 1/2 times 98 degrees or kalahati ng 98 degrees is equal to 49 degrees. Okay, so ito yung sagot natin para sa third problem. Okay. So para sa last problem, we have measure of angle AID again. So, ito ay kalahati ng kanyang intercepted arc. So, ang AID natin, ito. AID. So, ang intercepted arc niya is already given na, which is 142 degrees. So, ang kalahati ng 142 degrees is 71 degrees. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung sagot natin para sa pang-apat na problem. Okay, so again, let us consider another set of problems. So let's say we have circle O. Find the following. So number 1, measure of angle BAD. So in this case, ang gagamitin natin dito is theorem number 4. Kung saan sabi natin, if a quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, yung opposite angle niya is supplementary. So ibig sabihin, if we have 108 as the opposite of angle A, so ibig sabihin, ang ating angle BAD is equal to 72 degrees. Okay, so same with the second problem. So dahil si angle CDA ay opposite ni angle ABC, again, so they are supplementary. So meron na tayong 92. So to make it 180, so we need 88. So that's the measure of angle CDA. Okay, so third, we have find the measure of arc ABC. Ito yon. So if you will notice, again, this time, ang gagamitin natin theorem number 1 kasi this is the intercepted arc of angle CDA. So sabi, ang intercepted arc ay twice ng kanyang or twice ng inscribed angle. So ibig sabihin, kung ito ay 88, so multiply by 2, so that is equivalent to 176. So yun yung sukat nung arc ABC. Okay, so last, measure of arc DC. So ito yung hinahanap natin. Okay, again, lagay lang natin, this is 176. So again, if you will notice, meron na tayong sukat para dito. Meron na rin tayong sukat para sa arc AD. So ang nawawala na lang itong portion na to. So that comprise a whole circle. So ibig sabihin, again, the degree measure of a whole circle is 360 degrees. So kapag pinad-add natin yung 114 at 176 at isinabtract natin sa 360 degrees, so the answer is 70 degrees. So yun yung magiging sukat ng arc CD. Okay, so that's it. I hope ay meron kayo natutunan sa lesson natin ngayong araw, and feel free to share this video to others, especially sa iba pa nating classmates, para mas marami pa tayong matulungang iba. Until next time!